Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again, another reaction for you guys. Today guys, of course, here continuing the journey of Ben 10 Alien Force. This is Ben 10 Alien Force Season 2, Episode 2, titled Won't Know Until We Get Into the Episode. Last week's episode, the Season 2 premiere, surprised me so much because I wasn't expecting the direction that the episode went. Because the opening opened like an episode of Ben 10 or Ben 10 Alien Force, where Ben, Gwen, and Kevin are fighting this hybrid. And then only Ben and the hybrid get transported to a desert planet that clearly is paying homage to Dune or Tatooine from Star Wars, and they have to work together in order to survive. There's these gigantic sandworms and these like bugs or whatever, like so many freaking bugs crawling all over them at one point in the episode. Basically, they need each other to survive, to get to the portal, because when they were transported, it was messed up because Kevin threw a rock and everything, so when they were transported, if they didn't transport to the transporter on that planet, they had to go find it. And then Ben used Echo to find the location, and they had to work together. And as you guys are pointing out in the comments, the hybrids, and we saw that throughout the episode when he was talking about his mindset, even though we've kind of already known this, but it was really talked about a lot, where the hybrid, Ryan, as Ben called him, was saying all this stuff about how we're superior and everything, and you guys were saying, in the Ben 10 universe, essentially, hybrids are, I don't know if I could say that word on YouTube, so just to be safe for monetization purposes. In a sense, Ryan, I think he still had that kind of viewpoint. But when Ben and him went through so much in the episode surviving and working together in a sense, because they had to, like maybe his viewpoint changed, and it kind of did, but he stayed behind. Ben went through the portal and Ryan stayed behind because he felt he was compromised. He would infect the others. I think if he would have went back, I think he would have had a different viewpoint than other hybrids because his time with Ben, because he wasn't fighting Ben. It was kind of a little bit, obviously, there were tension and arguments and everything, but if they did not work together, they would have died on that planet. So I think he had a different perspective on Ben. It's unfortunate. So it feels like we're never going to see him again. You know, it really goes to show that this show doesn't have to do a ton of action all the time. Even though there was action in the episode, there was a lot more deeper storytelling going on with their connection and everything. They were kind of connection, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to say that, but you get what I'm saying. It was a different approach to an episode of the show, and I really appreciated it. So let's jump into now, guys, to check out the next episode. I'm excited as hell. I'm loving the show so far. I can't wait to dive in. Here we go, Season 2, Episode 2 of Ben 10 Alien Force. Let's go.
You sure this is the place?
Place for
what?
what?
The tip said. Yeah, that's what worries me.
I love the platforms. I love that. Tip was correct. Chroma Stone. Chroma Stone.
Nobody move.
It's a hologram?
Magister Galil of the Plumbers. Magister Pryor.
Hello.
Galil. You're all under arrest for impersonating officers of the law.
Oh, shit. Okay. Okay.
Under arrest for what?
He just told you.
Plumber. If I were you, I'd keep my big mouth in check.
If I were you, I wouldn't threaten a guy who could kick your can halfway up the street.
Think you're gonna live? Oh, did he break his hand? I don't know. Damn.
Don't.
Don't do. Oh shit. Ooh, he's going goop. I don't think he was expecting this. Yeah, he's losing. Yep.
I don't see why we gotta talk to him.
Because I'm the plumber officer in charge of this whole section of space.
Our grandfather was a plumber.
Max Dennison.
Yes. Oh, so you know.
He's a good man.
Okay.
But that doesn't make you plumbers.
My real father was...
What?
After Vilgax was destroyed...
You mean after I destroyed...
Omnitrix. Yep.
Credit due. Magister is a rank, not a name. You pretend to be plumbers, but you know nothing about the job. There is no evidence of significant alien activity here.
But there's enough to...
We've seen them.
Yeah.
I wrecked one of their ships.
I'm inclined to give you kids a break. Then you wear the Omnitrix, so you already have special dispensation. And the reports I've read indicate that, as you say, you've never impersonated a plumber.
That's true.
You, give me the badge you stole.
Don't take my badge, man.
Thank you.
He was about to say who his dad
You're
was.
free to go.
That was crazy.
Is this the end?
No. Back to Mrs. Smoothie. Why not?
Magister Galil pretty much just put us out of business. What are we
In a
gonna
sense,
do?
yeah. I don't know.
He took my badge. Badges?
Yeah.
We don't need no stinking badges. My mom would tell me stories about my dad. How he was a plumber and he did all this cool stuff. That's why I agreed to help you guys in the first place.
You just left them stranded out there. Oh. Who is this? Oh, that's spit stuff. Whoa! Who is this dude? Oh. Yeah, that wasn't gonna go well.
Who are you?
Well,
Insignificant alien spec. Dead men don't need names.
I like that. Dead men don't need names. Ooh. Oh, shit. Oh. Oh, shit.
I want to make a deal.
A deal?
Listen, I don't want to talk about my dad.
Never
You
crossed
brought
my
him
mind.
up, though.
I brought you a present. It's a ball bearing made out of, I don't know, ball bearing stuff. All made of different materials. That way when you
Oh.
fight, you can change it to whatever you want.
Interesting.
Thanks, but it doesn't really work that way.
Oh my god. What the fuck?
Come.
It's a hybrid.
Yes, but why is it here?
For us to fight.
Oh, shit. Oh. That was close. Breaking it. Breaking it.
Won't save you, human.
Hey, ugly!
Hey, ugly.
You pick on somebody your own size. I wouldn't if I were you.
And yeah, stay down.
Didn't take you kids long to get yourselves into trouble again, did it?
But they were forced to attack.
Attacking me for no reason. They attacked me for no reason. They said
This
they
was
were
all planned.
plumbers.
I've heard enough.
Nobody's going anywhere. Not until I make your powers my own.
Oh, shit.
I can't be trusted.
No, you can't be. Jesus Christ. Everybody. He's going Godzilla size.
Ben,
He knows him? Ben's losing. He was trying to fight.
What? You've got to get away! You're our only hope! Run!
Only hope? She's
you
out of
can't
there.
run forever, lovely Gwen. I'll have my
Lovely
revenge
Gwen?
on you too.
I don't understand what's going on. That's the guy who tipped me off that you were impersonating plumbers.
Mmm.
Scam
It was all a
thing
trick.
ugly, too. You had to be somebody who knows all about the plumbers and the hybrid. But
Okay.
most importantly, you have to be someone with a grudge against us. That's Michael Morningstar? The creeper.
Really?
Gwen
Really? Is it him?
You nearly destroyed me, but over the week.
It's Morningstar. Oh my gosh.
Now I am Darkstar.
Darkstar. Okay.
You did this to
Wow.
me. Maybe Alien X. No! If he absorbed all of that power, nothing could stop him!
Oh yeah, that's true.
Who said anything about a loan?
Who'd you ring? Holy shit. What? Dean aliens working with Gwen. Okay.
Thanks, kid.
Are we gonna put this? Leave it tied up.
Hang in there.
I love that. I love that. Ooh. That was a quick change. Holy shit. That was fantastic. I can't believe Ben fucking did that. That was amazing.
You okay, man? Need smoothie.
Smoothie.
Fine.
You guys made a difference today.
Yeah, you're gonna give him back his badge?
Maybe I don't. As of now, you're the only law in the quadrant.
The law. The law.
Do a good job.
I gotta tell my mom.
Aw, it's a nice moment. That's nice. If I was given a couple guesses of who was under the helmet, who this villain was that was introduced and was having these crazy powers, I probably would not have guessed Morningstar. I just didn't think we were going to see him again in the show. He has a new name, though, Darkstar. But I just wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting him to be the one that was causing all this and everything. And the person who tipped off to the plumbers, who was Magister Gahil, which was J.K. Simmons, by the way. I have the voice talent pulled up here. Magister Gahil, J.K. I didn't know it was J.K. Simmons. Like, the voice sounded familiar, but it just didn't connect that it was J.K. Simmons. But it's great to see him in the show and this character. But Darkstar, Morningstar, he's the one who tipped off that there was, you know, these individuals who were acting like plumbers, even though they weren't running around saying they were plumbers. They had badges. Well, I mean, you know, Ben has the Omnitrix. Kevin has a badge, apparently from his dad, who was a plumber, which he was about to say who his dad was, but he didn't say it. Something's going on with that, because he's never met his dad. But I'm assuming that's going to be revealed sometime later. At least I'm thinking so, because that was a big part of the story in this episode. But this plumber shows up, saying that you don't have the authority, all that kind of stuff. That whole like sequence of the Forever Knights, and it was all hologram, that was interesting, because I'm like, when they land, they're all just continuing to move stuff around, like, do they not hear us? Like, it's a hologram. And then here comes this plumber, and he says, you know, I'm gonna give you guys a warning, blah blah blah. But there was like a little fight sequence, and then we got to see Goop, which is, Goop is just one of the weirdest aliens ever. But I just love the fact that, like, he couldn't handle him. That the plumber literally could not handle fighting Goop. And they were having a conversation. He's like, well, you know, I might assign another plumber to this quadrant, and I might show up in a few months, but I'm not seeing too much of your supposed, you know, alien threats. And then they're like saying, we've been fighting threats this whole time. Like, you have. Some are alien bound, some are not so much. It's kind of a mixed bag. But there are dangers. But they consider Earth, I guess, at this point, you know, since a couple years ago in Vilgax, it's been a day. Vilgax was taken out by Ben. Give credit, right? And he even said, you know, I give the credit to you, Ben, for doing that. Yes, but Earth has not really been seeing too much threats, and so that kind of explains why there has been too much going on in terms of Ben got the Omnitrix off. How? Still not answer that question. How he got the Omnitrix off? But the time between the end of Ben 10 and then getting an alien force, there hasn't been too much going on until now, right? Things changed. But he's saying there's not really much going on. Well, then we see Dean aliens and a hybrid, and they're attacked by Darkstar, which is Will Wheaton, by the way. Voices. I'm looking at the character. I thought, is it Black Star? No, Darkstar. He shows up. He's mowing down aliens like nothing. DNA aliens, not DNA aliens. I've said that before. He's like, it's not called DNA aliens. It's DNA aliens, and the hybrid. And he forced the hybrid to work with him to take down Kevin, Ben, and Gwen. And that fight sequence went on. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, boom! Here comes Magister Gahil, the plumber, and he's like, I thought I told you guys. And then the hybrid's like, they attacked me out of nowhere. Like, because if you're a plumber, you should know that these hybrids are liars and they think that they're above everybody. Don't believe a word this hybrid is telling you, right? And then here comes Darkstar. And then I think Ben figured it out because of the words that he used and the phrasing that he kind of figured, because he's like, Gwen, you got to go. Your only hope. He figured it out that it was Morningstar. I think just by sweet Gwen or lovely Gwen, and then he knew Ben, right? He knew Ben by name, and I'm like, who the fuck is this? I just wouldn't have guessed Morningstar. But he definitely is not looking great. Took the mask off. The design of his outfit and the helmet was kind of interesting, right? But he definitely isn't looking too well. But he captured the plumber, Magister Gahil. He got Kevin, Ben, and the hybrid. And then Gwen teams up with some DN aliens. And they go after Darkstar, of course. They get them all out. Ben's turning into a bunch of different aliens. They're all fighting, you know, Darkstar, Morningstar. And that sequence when Ben turns into Humongosaur and slams, like, as hard as he can into the ground on top of him was brutal. It made a giant crater and destroyed, I think, all the windows and shit. And the building was not in good shape after that. It was insane. Jesus. But he knew he could take it because he had absorbed a lot of energy and power, so he could handle that without killing him. Because I'm assuming if he wouldn't have done that and he was just some regular villain, I think Ben would have killed him if that was the case. But he is arrested, I guess, going in the null void. I guess that's what they're kind of implying. He's going in the null void or whatever. I need to know more about Kevin's father. Like, what was that whole thing there? Because he was really upset when he lost that badge, when he was told, if you don't give me this badge, you're going in the null void, and if I catch you guys doing this again, acting like they're kids or children, you're all going in the null void. And they also made a point to say this too. The plumber, Magister Gahil, or is it? I think it's Magister Gahil, right? I'm hoping that's Magister, like the way you pronounce it. he made a point to say that Ben has some certain leniency. He has the Omnitrix, and he mentioned Azimuth, but he mentioned that Ben has some leniency in regards to he's not to be messed with. Like, he's supposed to, like, in terms of, like, lower leveled shit, just leave him alone. Interesting, because he mentioned Azimuth, so I'm guessing Azimuth basically said, Ben 10, like, leave him alone. Like, Ben Tennyson, leave him alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, let him do his own thing. He has Omnitrix, and then when they were all given badges, including Kevin getting his badge back, he's going to go tell his mom, which is a nice little moment, right? He's going to tell my mom I got my badge back. Like, are we going to meet Kevin's mom? Don't know. But then Gwen gets one, and then Ben's like, ah! And he's like, nah, don't get ahead of yourself, Ben. You literally have the Omnitrix. Like, you are at a certain level right now. Like, you're above them in terms of, like, you have, like, this watch that gives you, like, an infinite amount of shit, potentially. You're fine, you know. Kevin's got his things, which that little moment where Gwen shows up and she gives him this gift, which they gave an explanation that I'm kind of glad they did, because Kevin absorbs, you know, his car in terms of its metal, or he absorbs like concrete or whatever, but she gives him these like these different like marbles with like different different materials, like a wood, like stainless steel or something like and apparently there's a whole variety of different materials in these ball forms that he could absorb. But then he responds something that I'm glad that they addressed this, because I think this would have been too easy for Kevin. Ken's like, I actually need a lot of the stuff to actually transform in terms of to absorb it, because when he goes to the concrete, he's absorbing all of the concrete around him. Like, he's absorbing that amount. Like, he's absorbing a lot that's there. His car, same thing. A little marble, he's able to absorb up to his hand, but he's not able to absorb all the way. I don't know if he's attempted after he's ever, like, how can he work with his new abilities? But they make a point to say he needs a lot more than just like a little marble of whatever the actual stuff is in order to completely absorb it and then use it. So I like the fact that they did address something in terms of there's certain limitations to his powers, right? So overall, I like the episode. I wasn't expecting the episode to go in the direction of we have Morningstar returning as Darkstar after we have the opening with the plumber who's threatening them, and not so much like threatening to the point like, you know, well, he did say, you know, you guys go to the null void if I catch you doing plumber stuff again. But for them to actually be addressed, the fact that I've gotten reports about this stuff and what you guys have been doing, it's like, well, the reports should say that they've actually been doing and helping Earth. Like, shouldn't the reports say what they've actually been doing in terms of the positives? I would think so. But then again, maybe they're not getting all the information. That's probably what's happening. They're not getting all the information about what they've done. But I really enjoyed the episode. I'm curious to see more. I'm loving this show, and I love the fact that I was surprised. And I like the fact that I can be surprised, because I didn't know where this episode was going, but the fact that we went in direction after that opening sequence with this Magic Hill, and then we went to this route of Darkstar, Morningstar returning, I like the fact that it surprised me. I like the fact that the show can do this. So, hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. I really enjoyed the episode. I'm curious to know what you thought about this episode. What were some of your favorite moments? Let me know in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out.